Welcome to the show where we talk about buying, selling, online selling, eBay, Mercari, Amazon, garage sales, estate sales.
Can't say good morning, but it's good evening, everybody. Good evening. How are you? YouTube creator tips. Good evening. Thanks for coming in. Ryan Fishing and Sports. Good evening. The BC Family Dispatch. Good evening. Hey, I got a couple of messages. I've been here working for the last 2 days straight. I did. Lisa C, how are you? Wonder Woman, how are you? I've been working here. I got 100 and something listings done, all auctions. Hello, JRKR. How you doing, Jen? So I did 100 and something auctions. As you know, I always say this in my morning show. When I'm working, I like to have something on so I could listen. So I was listening to the tech news. You know, I get into that stuff. And I heard a little blurb about Facebook and YouTube and stuff. And then I guess I went to either, hi, Ping G, how are you? I guess I stayed out there for a while, talked to Sandy a little bit. And then YouTube creator tips, all good. Okay, sorry. Callie Reseller, hey, what's happening? Hey, I hope you got the email. Hope we could work something out. That would be cool. So Jerry, just probably half hour ago, said, hey, did you hear the latest? And I said, about what? And he says, Facebook is stopping all their shopping and auctions. And I said, I heard a little bit about that and I wasn't sure. And this is what it is. If you all I think you all have Facebook. If you all run Facebook ads and that type of stuff, you'll have the Meta Business Center. If you've done anything with Facebook, like if you're monetized on Facebook for the shorts and stuff like that, you'll have the Meta Business Center. I think everybody has it, but there was talk on the tech channel that Facebook is stopping the live sales. See, it says right here, beginning October 1st, you will no longer to be able to host any new or scheduled shopping events on Facebook. You will still be able to use Facebook Live to broadcast events, but you won't be able to create product playlists or tag products in your live videos. So I had been talking about this now for a year, but not Facebook. I've been talking about it because YouTube, it comes up every once in a while that YouTube's getting hassled because there's a lot of people, same thing on Facebook, they do their sales. They're not making any money. In other words, when I say they, I mean the platform, Facebook and YouTube, they're not making any money. And it looks like I don't know, the tech people talked a little bit more about the insides and stuff, but if the states come after Facebook because the people doing their sales are not paying their taxes and sales taxes, could they hold Facebook and YouTube liable for that? And it's a big if, or can they, or big question. That's kind of confusing, but I don't know Facebook. Oh, okay. I invited a friend of mine, Dean, who does run Facebook sales often. I bought from him, and that's how I met him. He's in Florida. He's a big fisherman, and he has a huge fishing lure collection. Blew my mind. But So then when Jerry said that, I had just finished uploading 73 more auctions. And let me tell you, everybody that's in here, check out my eBay store, because as you know, I am on a rampage to get rid of product. I started auctions, 90% of them at $2. And there's a lot. There are a lot. So here, I'll put the link in. There's a lot of stuff I did, and I didn't do your standard eBay auction. I did lots. So I did kind of like auction lots. A lot of like this. A lot of cards, trading cards. A lot of 45s. A lot of Happy Meal toys. That type of stuff. Why are you blowing stuff out? So I have less to move. If I can get rid of a lot of stuff, I can concentrate, Jen, on getting the furniture sold and packing up what we're really going to take with us. It's coming down to that now. It was already to that already. My wife says, hey, I don't care if we sit on boxes for the rest of the time. Get rid of everything. Okay. So that would include sales with local groups like barter pages. Have no idea. I don't know what the tax complications are with barter. Barter's been around for history. I mean, man, when I first opened my first business, there were barter groups. So I don't know how the tax implication is with that. You'd have to ask your CPA. Hey, Yvonne, how are you? So yeah, please check out my eBay store. Like I said, I just did 100 and something auctions. And 90% of it starts at $2. So just getting rid of stuff. Just getting rid of stuff. So yeah, but this Facebook live shopping will be going away. This starts October 1st. Now, basically what they're doing, until they come to some kind of, I don't know, new platform, new way of allowing sales, they're just forcing people to use Mercari, eBay, and Poshmark and all the other things. I mean, at least you know that eBay, Mercari, Posh, they pay the sales taxes. Even Whatnot, they pay the sales taxes. Granted, if you don't, and I don't say this enough in the morning, when you do a sale, I mean, who am I to say? You should tell your accountant and stuff, but technically you should be putting like 28 to 30% of that away for taxes, because you got to pay your 941s every quarter. I'm still visiting. Okay. Hi, Sandy Kirk. How are you? And a lot of people don't, they don't do. Does everybody that does YouTube auctions and hold on, Jerry. Babink. Invite. Copy to clipboard. I asked Jerry to come on with me too, because we were going back and forth on the text, and here I am trying to adjust a couple of pictures and stuff. And I says, I'm going to go live. Come on. Especially with the new 1099 threshold. Oh, exactly. Exactly, Lisa. This is upsetting news to me, as I only sell on Mom's Rummage Room. But I do put aside for taxes. I know. It's it was bound to happen anyway. It was bound to happen. Like I said, I've been talking about this now for a couple of years. YouTube floundering back and forth. What are they going to do? Are we going to allow it? Are we going to stop it? What stance do we want to take? Hey, Jerry, how are you?
Hey, Bob. Yeah, she got sent. Lascelles got sent a text saying that they were going to stop doing that as of October 1st, and she was like, "Hey, look at this." She says, "So that means all the sales, I guess, like on Backers Informia and the
Yep.
Post, they're all going to be done."
Yep. Like I said, though, I mean, Jerry, now you've been around with me. I've been talking about this on YouTube for years. Hi, LaSalle. And it's, it comes down to, well, hey, eBay's making 15% on every sale. We're not making a dime. Usually it all comes down to the almighty dollar.
Oh, that's all it is. They're just looking for their piece of the pie. And
Yeah.
that's why I said to you, does that mean Marketplace is going to disappear? Because they're not getting anything from that.
Supposedly they are. I heard people saying that they pay a percentage on Marketplace. I guess only if they ship.
No,
I don't know.
Lascelles says there's an option.
Oh, okay.
So that means that they're not always getting money from there. So that means that Facebook Marketplace is going to end up shutting down.
Yeah, I don't know. Michael Wheels, Waylon, how are you? You watch Facebook is going to have its own resale site soon, similar to eBay. They are so big, it makes no sense for them to lose all that. That's true. That's true. Like I said, I don't know if you were here, but when they were talking about, Marketplace is 10%, Yvonne says. Wow. If you ship. Okay, everything I've sold on there, it's like I'd have to crate it so I don't ship. But like I was saying earlier, if the government, if the state Department of Revenues come after Facebook and YouTube, are they going to be able to? This is what the tech news was talking about. Are they going to be able to hold YouTube and Facebook, what they call feet to the fire, if these people are not paying sales taxes and not paying taxes on
that
income?
might be what caused this whole thing. They probably came over and said, "Hey, are these people paying taxes? If not, we're going to hold you responsible." And so they said, "Okay, then we're going to stop doing this."
Yep. What is it? It's like I said, it's the almighty dollar.
Well, this is what I said about all those other sites too. It's never about what's good for the consumer. It's they're going to turn around and they're going to say, "No, it's how much money can we get from doing this." It
True.
may seem like we're helping you, but we're not. I mean, not for naught. I've heard too many people now complaining about Whatnot, that their fees are getting higher than what eBay is.
Yeah, they're at 15% minimum now.
So it's like, and they still don't have, a site on there for selling movie posters. So someone like me is like, well, I'm not going to go there. And now
Right.
that you're even higher than eBay, what good are you?
That's true.
It's not worth it. And
But-
like I said, they jumped the gun too soon as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, they should have tested it more, weeded out the bugs and whatever more. True. But they were too hurried to rush to the market.
Yeah, because they wanted to put money back in their pockets is all it was.
But not
And I mean, and this is
curbside
the same thing that
pickup, yard sale.
Facebook's going to be doing.
Right.
And it could be also a way of moving people off and getting you onto his new site, which is Macari. Not Macari. Meta.
Well, Meta that's who owns Facebook now. That's their.
Yeah, but he started that up because of all the problems he's been having with Facebook.
Right.
So it could be that he now wants everyone to switch over to there, and then everything
could be.
will run.
I mean, who knows what rolls around in that head of his anyway. But Yvonne, not for nothing, but we all know, or we are all, ignorance is no excuse for the law, I guess. We're all supposed to know that anything now, as of January 1st, anything over $600, we're supposed to report as income.
Yep.
What it's called, Nexus. Yeah. Each state has their own rules as to whether out-of-state sellers need to pay sales tax. It's true, Lisa. It would be easy if there was a black book that every state official had and said, this is how it goes. But they don't make it that easy.
No, because each politician wants their own piece of the pie out of it. So if they say, if I can squeeze a bit more, then guess what? I'm going to squeeze.
Right.
And
Jen says,
KR, they won't lower the fees because they could care less. Because all they'll do is just what all the other companies do. They get you in first with no fees or very low fees. And then once you get in, they jack up the fees on you and then say, what are you going to do about it? Absolutely nothing.
Right. Plus, they're a public company. They got, $3 million in investors before they started?
Yeah.
And they have to answer to them. So it's like, well, if eBay's getting 12, we should be able to get more. They were just on a little while ago because I got a special announcement for them. They had this guy, I forget his name. He had tattoos on his face and stuff. He's a mega Magic the Gathering player. So they were giving away packs of Magic the Gathering, special packs, and a chance to be flown to Los Angeles to play with him in a tournament. I forget what he had a title. I forget what his name was. But then I tried to go on in the desktop and it wouldn't let me. It says you have to go on in the app. So I don't know if that's a glitch or if it was a special thing for tonight they were doing for him.
No, that's all the things that they're doing now. Is everything now they want you to get an app, so that way they can log where you are, so that way they can keep track of where you are. So if they're going to send you any advertisements or anything, I mean, not for not. I'm getting so many since doing all the screenwriting and everything. I'm signing up on all these different sites, and I keep getting sent so many things, and some of it is just nonsense stuff, and I'm like, what the hell is this? But it's coming from because you're associated with that app, and that's their way of paying for it.
True.
And they don't care. I mean, it's like anything else. It was something nice, and the government comes in and makes a mess out of it and takes it away.
Right.
It was something putting, for people that were struggling to make ends meet, and instead of, in a sense, going out to get that actual second job or even third job that they would need to survive, they were doing this, but the government says, oh, no, you can't do that. We don't want you to survive. We don't want you to break even. We don't want you to get ahead. We want you to stay miserable, is what it is. And it gets aggravating. Yeah. I mean, you remember the days of when conventions were first around, we never paid taxes. And the next thing you know, you go into like Jersey or whatever, and it's like, well, now you got to fill out this form and you got to pay taxes.
Pennsylvania, you couldn't even load your table until you filled out the form.
Yep.
I remember
and
that.
Rhode Island is right when the show ends. I mean, that Sunday morning, they come by every table and put the tax form right there.
Yep.
And you're not going to leave until you get in that line to pay all that.
Yep.
In Jersey, California, I think Texas was another one. You had to get the sales tax
ID,
and you had to display that at your table. And if you didn't, you got in trouble for it.
Right. Oh, I remember that because I had the store, and I remember I had like a stack of all of them behind the Massachusetts one. Yeah. I said, all right, we're doing Philadelphia this weekend. Let me pull that one out and take it with me.
Yeah,
Michael says, worst part, each county has different rates. My city is 2% more. That's true. Florida is the same way. How much is your tag? You're in Orlando. You're in Orange County. How much is yours?
I don't know. I don't.
Sales tax.
I'd have to look at a slip to see.
Okay, because I know here in Osceola.
What here in Orlando?
7.5. All right, so we're at 7.5 too. There's some areas that are more. There's some that are less.
But it's just like I said. It's not for naught. It's the greed factor that's kicking in. I mean, the best way to
but the thing is, okay, wait a minute,
like what's going on with the parks right now.
True, but hold on.
It's so expensive.
It's true, but is today the right time to have a greed factor?
They always do it at the end of the year.
Yeah, but look what's going on. I mean, man, gas. I went shopping the other day. I did a little food shopping, and it's like, wow, this used to be $2.38. I'm talking about dog treats. Now it's $3.98, and it's like, damn.
Yep.
Everything, not just the food we eat, the food you give the poor
it's
dogs and
everything.
cats and stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, every little thing is going up, but they don't want your pay to go up because they want you to just be satisfied with what you're making and whatever little scraps they're giving you. If you find that niche to get around what they're doing, they get mad.
Yeah.
And this is why, like I say, not for naught. I mean, I just feel bad for all the people that are going to get hit with this. But like I said, I'm glad that now I'm finally at the point when, like I said, when it comes to shows, I don't have to do them if I don't feel like it. It's not like the old days when I had to do a show because you needed that extra money to help you pay your bills and
True.
get ahead.
But the other thing too is back in the day, in the mid 80s, late 80s, it was fun.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna hang out with Jerry, I'm gonna hang out with Big Dan and them, and we'll have a good time after the show. We'll go to dinner or whatever. Stuff like
the
that.
2000s have been, it's all just been, nobody really hangs around anymore, and you're there, you do the show, you pack up, you go home.
Yeah.
They're done. There's no more of the friendliness that it used to be when we were in it.
Probably because there's so much stress going on these days. Am I going to make it? Am I going to be able to sell this at this much money now?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm getting listings from distributors now, 2 distributors. And I emailed them and I said, listen, Marvel action figure. My cost is $19. Amazon is selling it for $19.99. Why don't I just buy it from them and free shipping? Because after I get it from you at FedEx, it's going to cost me $20-something. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Mike lives in Philly and do flea markets, and they don't bother you anymore. I'm in Martin County, Lisa says, and I'm 6.5. 7% in Pittsburgh. I forget how much it is. See, now that's the thing. In New Hampshire, there's no sales tax. Right now, big business needs more minions to do menial jobs.
Yeah. But the problem is people don't want to go because the government's giving you more than what you would make working a 40-hour week.
Right. Yeah, that's the other thing. Everything goes up. Food is going up. Living expenses are going up. Like Florida has, I guess, the highest increase in rental rates, but people's paychecks aren't going up.
No. Everybody's struggling, and the government still says, yeah, let's go and raise everything. And they're especially going to have a field day now that they said that the job report was better than what they thought.
Yeah.
So now they're really going to go crazy.
Right.
And this is what they always, it's like when they say, we're going to let go people. When do they let them go? Late October, November, December. That way they don't have to give them all those bonuses.
True. I'm wondering,
business has always been run.
I'm wondering if Facebook came out with this because eBay's earnings report came out yesterday that was positive. So I'm wondering if eBay's earnings report came out, well, we didn't make as much money as we thought we were going to be. We're down. Maybe Facebook would say, well, let's just let it go for another 6 months or whatever. But they had positive.
I don't think so. I think this has been something that's been planning in the works. That they've been doing like what anybody else would be doing. They've been looking at it and saying, whoa, wait a minute. I'm not making any money. And they're using my platform. It's going to be the same thing that's going to happen with YouTube. They're going to turn around and they're going to start saying, hey, we're not making any money off of this. Guess what? You want to sell here? You got to pay us.
Right.
And I think that's what YouTube's going to do. They're going to see what happens with Facebook. And if more people try to jump to YouTube, then YouTube's going to turn around and say, no. you got to pay us too. You're not
Yep.
going to be able to show up here for free and make money, and we're not going to get nothing for it.
True. Well, the thing is, I know YouTube has been it's been looked at now for at least 2 years, but now there was nothing said. I mean, nobody had it. I don't think anybody had an inkling that Facebook was contemplating this, because I do know that I personally told people, listen, Facebook is much better. There's no lag. There's less lag. There's no chitter chatter in the chat. It's just a bid. Hi, how are you? That's it. So I know their sales platforms have been growing, but then all of a sudden, ba-bing, here we go. We're stopping at October 1st.
Yeah.
So
And
I'm sure YouTube's got to be next.
Yeah.
And then don't forget, there's Opera that's out there. There's Parler that's out there where you can use real music. You don't get hit with a copyright strike.
Not yet.
True. Every time I broadcast, it automatically goes to Parler and Opera.
Well, I mean, it's like right now, you can be on Facebook right now. I could be selling right now, and I could be playing whoever I want, and I'm not going to get hit with anything.
Oh, yeah, that's true, too, on Facebook, yep.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's the other thing, too, is that these other companies are jumping in and saying, hey, they're using our music to promote their product, and we don't like that. We want a piece of that pie. If not, we're going to sue you, Facebook. And Facebook is like, no, you're not going to sue us because we're going to stop it, and that's it. And you watch that once the live shopping goes away, give it about a month or so, they'll turn around and say that if you want to sell live on Facebook, you have to pay X amount. They'll put out a fee thing that if you want to sell there, you're going to have to pay them.
Yeah, that could be why, Wendy. Wouldn't it be something that if in the next month we hear that so-and-so is buying eBay or Mercari or something, that would make sense why they're doing this.
Well, it could be also, that could be coming.
Yep. Jules, Lisa, I agree, Lisa. I want to go way up north. I'm thinking of going to Maine and New Hampshire with Rachel. Oh, nice. I looked at 4 places in New Hampshire on Realtor.com today. I was just up there last week, 2 weeks ago. YouTube is going to do exactly what Jerry says. It's becoming sooner than later. True. Yeah. Now that, Michael, it's now that Facebook has pulled the trigger, I guess, or whatever you want to call it. Because I know I've been talking about this for 2 years. YouTube's been contemplating it. They've been in talks with the interstate commerce departments about it and stuff. So I know that it's been on their burner, but then nobody mentioned a thing that Facebook was thinking about it. Just more north.
I said it a while back. I said, I'm surprised that Facebook hasn't gotten nabbed yet. You know, because of all the people that can go there. And I always found that Facebook was a better place to sell.
Yeah.
You didn't have as many glitches. You didn't have as many restrictions. And it was just a better thing. And people were able to find you more quick.
True.
I mean, if, you know.
That's the other thing. You could link people in the chat. Yep. And they would get it. Hey, Jerry's on right now. He just mentioned you. Come to his auction. Yeah. That's true.
And it was a lot easier to get people to come to your channel. I always had a bigger market when I would sell on Facebook than I ever did on YouTube, because there was more people that were accessible for me to grab. So it meant more money coming in.
Right. Exactly. And Jen, why don't they charge a fee for every auction? Someone has to develop that infrastructure for that to happen.
Yep. Because every state is different with their tax fees. Yeah. And like we said earlier, every county in that state can be different. So now you got to break it all down, and it's just.
Jules, that's not true. Because I've been looking for something between 1 and 10 acres, and they're not sky high. The prices in New Hampshire have been coming down. Well, now the interest rate just went down to 4.99%. So if it goes up again, great, because then the prices will come down more. Whatnot is really taken off, but it's funner to have more than one person on the auction. Very true. But don't forget, Whatnot is, they're not hiring. They're doing things with celebrities. Like this guy that was on 2 hours ago. He's some big mucky muck from the Magic the Gathering national champion or something like that. They have wrestlers that sell ring-worn gear. They have rap artists. But they're appealing to the younger crowd. Pops.
So the younger crowd doesn't care that there's more than one seller in there.
Right.
They're happy with the one seller and that's it.
Yep. Pops is the big thing for them.
It's like Whatnot is like a live version of eBay is what it is.
Right. And eBay did their beta test of 3 sales with that rap artist or whoever it was, and that's it. Didn't hear anything else like how it went. We're going to roll it out. Nothing. They did the 3. That was it. So either they didn't like it or they ran into too many issues, because I didn't see either one of them. Need to go, but think, okay, Wendy, you take care.
Take care.
Hope you're feeling better. Yes, true. Paul, no, I was telling Lisa that in Florida it's impossible to find land like that. Oh, well, I have like a 1/4 acre. My house is very unusual because it's hard to find something here with land. I'll gladly sell you my house, $525. You could have it. I'll be gone tomorrow. Post Malone, that's it. Who is that, Callie?
He's a rap artist, I believe.
He had tattoos under his eyes, like really close to under his eyes. Here, hold on. Let's see if we can get Callie to come in and say, how you doing? Anybody wants to come in, here's the link. Come on in.
But like
Post
I
Malone.
said, it's it's going to be interesting to see what happens, and it's going to make next year really fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just going to be a crazy thing, and I feel bad for a lot of people that are going to be losing out because the few dollars that they would have been making, they're not going to make now.
That's true.
We
don't know. I mean, they brought this out. They're not, we don't know what they're working in the back. Are they going to come up with their own auction platform? Do we actually need another auction platform?
Well, because they think that's what everybody wants now, because that's where everybody's going. But like you said, I mean, I know for sure, because I've seen it. Sales have dropped really at eBay. Because I keep seeing the same stuff on there all the time from the same people, and they can't get rid of it. And it's, it's like a lot of the other things, it's just not going anywhere in sales. And you just said that High Bid is having problems now.
Yeah. It's the state of the economy right now. And Booted Chick, hi, thanks for coming in.
Well,
it's automatic.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Jerry, hold on. It's automatic with Power, Opera, and the other one. When you just link your accounts. So the reason they did that is because if you get your video pulled for a copyright strike, it's still available on Power and Opera and the other ones full. They don't pull it. They did that because people were getting their accounts shut down because they were talking bad about the president and politics and stuff like that. But go ahead, Jerry. I'm sorry.
Well, like I was saying this way back when the economy was bad before again, and I said, I was doing shows. I'm like, well, you got, they're going to either, pay for bills and put food on their table, or they're going to come buy from me. Well, I want them to come buy from me so that way I can pay my bills and put food on the table. But I understand that they're not going to come buy from me because they got to go pay their bills. And, you only got two ways to go.
Very
and
true.
when you take out one, then you're like, well, now what do I do? Now you're screwed. And you got to say, how can I go around and go do something? And this might be the reason why the shows are starting to do better now, because everybody's jumping off these platforms, and it might even make the shows go up even more because.
Hey, Rad Relics. Oh, John. Hey, welcome in. That's true, Jerry. That's true. I mean, things can only go up so much, right? Yeah. Before what do they say? The camel's back has to break or something like that. And anybody, if you don't know John from Rad Relics, good guy. He's got a cool store. I watched him when he bought the building and built it, and now he's changing it around. Very cool guy. John, if you want to come in, I posted the link. Michael says, my rent for a 400 square foot studio here in Philly just went up $200 a month. I'm paying, for $400. 400 square feet. Damn.
Yeah.
So I can use StreamYard and put it to Parler. Yes, as long as you stream on YouTube. Like right now, I'm streaming on YouTube, which is connected to all the other sites. I'm streaming on Twitch. Hi, everybody on Twitch. Thank you very much for checking it out. And I'm streaming on a couple of my Facebook channels. Hi, everybody. If you want to see what everybody's chatting, just click on the image and you'll bring you into the YouTube channel, and you can chat along with everybody. It's getting tough to paycheck. Yes, it is.
Yep. And like I said, this is just another way of the government keeping everybody under their thumb, because they're seeing that people are making an extra buck and surviving. So they're like, we can't have that. Let's take it away. Until somebody finds somebody else, something else new to do it on, and then they'll go after that, which is what the government always did. Because you remember back, going back to the conventions, back when they first said they wanted us all to put cash registers on our tables. And we were like, no, that ain't going to happen.
Right.
How they got around that was that, oh, you want to sell in this state? You got to have a tax ID and pay us money.
Yep.
And that was how they got around it.
YouTube creator, I think it's Craig. They are shut. I never was shut down on Facebook. They're shutting down people selling. I was never taken off Facebook. I was never put in Facebook jail. Michael says, I pulled everything off eBay, 18 items. Oh, I'm sorry to hear your parents got ill. But, everybody, too, that just came in. I have just listed over 100 items on my eBay store, and many of them, if not 90% of them, let me just post this in. 90% of them start at like $2. Because
the ones I looked at.
Which ones did you look at?
The Godzilla stuff.
Those aren't new. I'm talking I did auctions. I listed yesterday and today, over 100 items. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Oh, no problem. I love your content and stuff. Like I said, if you want to come in, Lewis didn't want to come in. But anybody wants to come in, the link is right there on the top. Come on in and say hi. How are you?
I think you would have held this though for Monday's talk.
What was that?
I figured you would have held this till Monday's talk.
No, I'm up unusual this time of night. Where do you have all your inventory? Me? Oh, Wheels probably. I'm good. Just watched your trespassing video. Okay. Cheryl, how are you? Cat D, what's going on? Cat D, long time for Cat D. I just got done being shut down today. Oh, wow. Harry Humstone. Hello. Yeah. Did I just say good morning to a few people?
Mhm.
Good evening. I'm not used to being on this late at night. My car is full.
This is
My
still early
apartment.
for me. If I'm in bed by 12, I'm lucky.
Hey, no kidding. Lisa wanted to buy a house to burn it so I could have the land. You're supposed to be waiting for Lewis to drop that video. Blah, blah, blah. Yada, yada, yada. Don't even get me started, she says. Whatever, JR. Oh, they're all talking amongst themselves. So yeah, I just, like I said, Jerry, the house sold for $8,000 for a house. Damn. That was crazy. Past your bedtime, Polly. Yes, it is. Yes. I would come in, but I am at home. But I would love to join you some evening. I got your message about the morning show, but I am not a morning guy. All right, no problem. List Perfectly will be on the show with me this Thursday coming up. Just hit the right trigger word.
Like I said, I just, she told me about that when we were out. So I was like, oh, I says, I'll let Paul know about this if he hasn't heard it yet.
I heard so much stuff today between who's leaving WWE, who just came into AEW, what's happening with the new Windows, what's going on with the new iPhone 4. And it's like, oh my God. So much.
Oh, and you also heard that HBO Max will be gone next year.
No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, because of Warner Brothers restructuring, they're combining HBO Max and Discovery Plus. So HBO Max will be gone. It'll all be all those stupid reality shows and everything instead.
See, I don't 10 a.m. Jules, 10 a.m. The show is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 10 a.m. I don't, that's a funny thing. I listen to Victoria sometimes and Larry, and they say, oh, you got to see this program. I just subscribed to Hulu and this and that. And it's like, why? Why do you subscribe to anything? Just go to Walmart, buy the Android box. It's $39.95 and stream everything for free. And they don't get it. I had to give Larry the link to one of the guys on YouTube that talks about streaming and how to set up the box and stuff. But yeah, I don't subscribe to any of that stuff because before you know it, you get Hulu, you get Netflix, you get Prime, whatever.
More now than it was for cable because everything's broken off.
That's right. Yeah, Disney Plus. By the time you add all those up, you're better off just buying cable TV.
Oh yeah, it's cheaper.
$39.90. Well, I didn't buy the ON box, the ONN box. I bought the Navita. I went crazy. So my thing was $200, but I could play games and stuff on it. But then I haven't paid a cable bill in 3 years now. And I still get everything. But yeah, I watch YouTube. If I cut Mom off her Netflix and Amazon, she'll kill me. I don't watch TV. I just watch Rad Relic's YouTube channel. Cool. Very cool.
You got a super sticker.
I thought so. It just said that. And then, oh, wow. Yes. Thank you very much. John, I believe, right? Thank you very much. That is greatly appreciated.
Well, like I say, this is,
Wait a minute.
What? Oh, yeah!
I have to make a super sticker, super chat video or something, but I only pay one prescription at a time. I watch everything I want, then I cancel. Yeah, I don't subscribe to anything. Super Dell, that's the guy. Dad, I told Larry, I said, watch him. He'll tell you how to set up that channel. That box, I mean, and you'll be loving it.
Yeah, but you said some of the movies that you've seen were bad quality.
Exactly. You do have to wait sometimes. I do have to wait. Like Thor's out now, and
Cat D just gave you a super sticker.
really, wow, Cat D, thank you very, very much. Thank you, everybody, thank you for your support as always. Thank you, and
What? Oh yeah!
I appreciate it, and Maddie loves it also. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, I definitely have to come up with a video for that.
Well, I'm going to jump off. I got to get a couple of things done, get caught up on all my emails and all that fun stuff.
All right. Well, thanks for coming in. It was good to talk to you.
Yep, it's always good to talk to you. I mean, plus also we are leaving early tomorrow. We're going to go up to Mount Dora's flea market.
Mount Dora, yep.
Yeah, we're going to go take that in because the ones around here they either been so few and far between, or there's just been, furniture and stuff. And I'm like, we don't need none of that stuff. So it's just a waste.
Right. But I thought you also were getting rid of things, everything.
Yeah. I mean, if someone came up, like I said, if someone came up to me and said, hey, I'll give you X amount for all this, I'd say, take it all. Here it is. But I'm like, if they're not going to touch at least 60 grand on the posters, which is under $10 a piece, how are they going to buy all the rest of the stuff I got?
Right.
And it's not that I'm looking for, big bucks or anything. And it's just, I know what the stuff is worth, and I don't want some other dealer to come over and think that I'm just some local yokel who has no idea what he has in his house. It's
right.
Like, no, I know that, this Jaws item is worth $75, but give me 30 and I'm happy. I make money, you make money, but they don't even want to do that. So I'm like, then what do you want from me? I'm not going to give the stuff away. That's why if everything works out right, we're going to take a run up to Rhode Island Comic Con this November. We're going to see if it's still a money-making show like it was when we were doing it. And if it is, I'm going to talk to Steve while we're there and say, we're going to come up next year. We want one whole big section for just us, and we're just going to truck everything up there and sell it.
Yeah. If I could get $3 a piece for all the posters I have, I would sell them tomorrow. I would sell them. Let's see, it's 10:30. I would sell them today.
Well, across the top is 10 tons of Godzilla and Jaws items. And then the shelves are filled with videos, props, books. A lot of the books are signed. All kind of different movie things. But like I said, if someone came over and says, hey, I did a rough just for going across the top. At my prices, came out to $7,000 roughly.
Wow.
And I'm like, if someone said, I'll give you $3,800 for it, I'd be like, take it away.
Yep.
Because at least I'm getting my money back, and there's enough for them to make money. But
true.
These people, they're like, oh no, I'll give you $1 for that. And I'm like, go away. I'll bring it to a show and I'll sell it myself. I'm not worried about it.
Yep. Hey, Charms, how are you? That's true.
It's not, and it's not that I'm being greedy or anything. It's just that, hey, don't treat me like an idiot that I don't know what my stuff is worth. You're a dealer, I'm a dealer. So we both know what these things are worth. It's just like when you say, okay, Man from Uncle cards, these are going on eBay, for $3 and $4 a piece. Well, let me see. I got 40 of them here. Give me $1 a piece. Give me $40. Oh, I can't give you that.
Right.
It's like,
yeah, John, I offered if you wanted to buy some Disney license plates. I don't know if you ever got that. I have hundreds.
You're always welcome, Kat, to come over here and go to the storage unit. And through the garage. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's, and that's the only thing that's keeping me at doing the shows. I mean, if someone just came in and said, "Hey, I'll give you 130,000 for everything," I'd be like, "Where's your truck? Pack it all up, take it all away. That's
Yep.
fine by me. I've had it long enough. I've been, like I said, I'm close to doing 50 years of doing this stuff. It's time to give it up. Hey, he's going to be in Orlando.
Orlando, John. He's like 30, 45 minutes from me.
Yeah, I'm right behind Disney.
He's on one side of Disney. I'm on the other side of Disney.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just ridiculous, and
Ma,
and
how are you?
What?
Ma came in.
Oh,
No, I hear you. That's why when Sandy said, "I don't care if we sit on boxes," she said, "Sell it all. Get rid of it."
well, I was at a yard sale today. The woman got rid of, and the guy couldn't believe it when she told him the price. The whole bed and an antique, and it was an antique frame and everything. It was $25.
Wow.
The guy looked, he said, his eyes got big. He says, "What?" She says, "Yeah, 25. He says, "What, just for, I'm near Doc Phillips Jewels." I'm like,
He's not
maybe
close to
15
Dr.
minutes.
Phillips. He's more close to Nurse Ratchet's side.
No, I don't want Nurse Ratchet. She's a bad nurse.
But no, I hear you. I have probably 3 bureaus that are older than I am, I think. So they're all real wood. They're not that pressboard stuff. And excuse me. And so you'd be close to me, Jules. And that's not Orlando. Earl Bronson Highway is not Orlando. That's 92. But yeah, I just got to list it. I'm going to probably list a lot of stuff tomorrow on Facebook Marketplace.
But Jules, just drop me an email. I believe you have my email. And we can always get together. It's not a problem. Yeah.
Nice. Very nice. Renee sold her a lounge fly yesterday. I listed the 3, Renee, and now I have 2 of each listed on eBay of the lounge flies.
Like I said, I'm going to run. I'm going to go get caught up on mail and all that other fun hoo-ha and whatever. But,
all right.
I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the next 2 months.
Yes.
I mean, because I know I go to a few auctions on
Facebook
that are usually like on Sundays, but I guess those will all be shutting down.
Yep. Yeah, like I said, I invited my buddy Dean on here because he does Facebook auctions, I think, twice a week. He's a big fisherman. He sells a lot of lures and stuff, but he was out visiting his grandkids, so he couldn't come on.
Take care, Ma. Take care, everyone.
All right, Jerry, take care.
We'll see you when we see you.
Have a good drive.
Oh, yeah. It'll be fun. As long as it doesn't rain.
Oh, yeah.
Bye, peoples.
Bye-bye. So, yeah, everybody, this is what we were talking about. Facebook Live shopping will be going away October 1st. Lots of fun there, right? We knew it was going to happen eventually, although I didn't know Facebook. I knew YouTube because they've been talking about it for a while, but I didn't know Facebook. That was kind of a surprise. So I just wanted to come on and talk to Jerry because Jerry and I'm activating my drafts, and Jerry's texting me and I'm answering and activating more, and I'm answering. I said, let me just go live and talk to him and see if anybody else is on. Can you still do auctions on Facebook Live now? But they're going to stop all the live shopping, all the live selling starting October 1st. Oh my, OMG. What's happening, Callie?
What's up, Paul? How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, man. Sorry, I was trying to jump on earlier, but I was working a little bit, so I had to come back in here and get all the lighting going so I could jump on.
Oh, no problem. I understand.
My son's playing in the background on the TV. Hey, can you lower that a little bit, please? Thank
Wendy,
you.
how are you? No, this is hold on, Callie.
Yeah.
This is the live shopping. It's same thing of YouTube auctions when people do the auctions on Facebook, because Facebook has been getting more and more popular with their auctions. Definitely more and more popular with their auctions.
Yep.
There's less of lag and all that stuff.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was listening to you guys where you guys were talking about. I mean, I do agree what you were saying, and also what Jerry was talking about. It was a long time coming.
Yeah.
You know, it's bound to happen, and I know you mentioned it plenty of times about that happening on YouTube, especially us doing the live auctions.
Yeah.
And I know you've mentioned it a few times, so I'm just waiting for that to happen, just for me to get that email and say, hey, you want to sell on YouTube, you got to pay me,
Right. No, Jules, you can still go live. You just can't do any sales. It all comes down to the dollar, the almighty dollar. It has to be. That's what it is. They're not making any money from people going on their platform and selling stuff.
Yeah, no, definitely. I agree with you. Even me, when I go through the pop-up events around here in my area, some cities are actually now requiring to get a permit before you actually set up at a location to do a pop-up.
Oh, wow.
So that already happened to me twice already, where when we went to the place we were going to do the pop-up event, the owner of the arcade came on and told us, hey, you guys have to go get a permit through the city, because they're going to have the city official come out here and check. And if you don't have that permit, they're going to fine you because they want their money. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I had to go down.
It's like everybody is just strangling all the officials, all the head mucky mucks. They're strangling us for money, but we're not making any more money.
Yeah, exactly. They think that we're making all this money and stuff. And it's like, yeah, we're out here doing all the extra stuff just to kind of take care of our family and take care of our responsibilities. And they still want to squeeze out more money out of you from what they already do. When like you say, you got to save up for taxes, and you got to, I pay the taxes on a quarterly basis as well. I don't wait till the end of the year. I'll just do it every quarter. Makes it easier for me.
Yeah. Well, for one thing, we're supposed to. They, if you have an accountant or whatever, he's going to tell you your 941s are due.
Yeah. He emails me a week before and tells me, hey, that time's coming up again, so make sure you get your stuff together and then let's take care of it.
Yep.
So, yeah, definitely.
I mean, and granted, Facebook, I don't think, now I could be awful wrong, but I doubt it. Facebook auctions, YouTube auctions blew up during the pandemic.
Yeah, they did.
Because people didn't want to go in the office. They couldn't go in the office. The office closed down. They lost their job. They had to make money.
Yep.
What's the easiest thing to do is sit behind a desk and sell stuff on your own. So, but then people don't pay taxes. They don't pay sales taxes. They don't collect sales taxes. So it's catch-22. Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yep. And the bad thing is that if you don't take care of that, a lot of people think like, they're not going to find out. But I know Paul runs his business legitimate. I do myself too. Always make sure you have all your ducks in order, like they say, and make sure you take care of your taxes, because Uncle Sam will come after you one way or another.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah. Well, especially now, if you're doing the sales, even on Facebook, people put their PayPal in there. All of a sudden, the end of the year, PayPal says, well, you made 10 grand. We have to report that.
Exactly.
Or you made $650. We have to report that, because $600 is the limit. The limit. Anything under that they don't, but anything over that they do. And when the government sees that and says, well, we see income of 10,000 and we don't see anything for that. What's going
Yeah,
on?
they don't see their percentage. They don't see their cut. So they're like, okay, we need our piece of that pie. We saw you have a nice little pie there. We need our piece,
Yep.
That's all
So
it is.
they catch the small people, not the, unfortunately they go for what we call the low hanging fruit.
Yep.
They don't go for the big fish. They always go for the low hanging fruit first.
Yep.
Somebody told me, because last week I did a show on antique booths and flea market booths as an extra stream of income.
Yeah.
You do flea markets? You have a flea market booth?
I do. I was doing a lot of going to the flea market and doing a lot of pop-up events with You'll Dig This is another local reseller. I've actually been friends with him since the 3rd grade. So we always set up in different locations, and we did do the flea markets as well. Right now, it's been so hot, and not a lot of people are actually going to the flea market. The last time we set up at the flea market, I think we had people between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. After that, it was no one was here. We'll get maybe 1 or 2 people, if that, just because of the heat. People are staying away. So
wow. Now, Crystal, Crystal, Rosie's Closet.
Yeah, Crystal. Yeah.
They had a Cat D. That's true too. No more friends and family but they had a flea market in Vegas that ran at night.
Yeah.
Great idea. I wish they would do that in Florida. That's a great idea. Because
they had one here in my county, and they shut it down. But from what I'm listening now, they're gonna reopen it in another location. They haven't yet, but I'm kind of following up on that, and I'm gonna have that as an option where if they do have it, I'm gonna go set up at night.
Yep. What a great idea, because they have music playing, food vendors and stuff. Great idea. Mm-hmm. Because like here, who wants to walk around sweating your ass off, 98 degrees with the sun beating on you?
Yep.
But I know, John, I would have loved to have you on too. I know you, like you said, you're not a morning person, but I ran the show twice. I ran it on Monday and Thursday. I thought there was a lot of great information about it that people gave. How cool would it be to sell with a friend like that? Yeah, true.
Oh, definitely.
Where are you in Cali? Let me guess. Rancho Cucamonga.
Close. I live next to Rancho Cucamonga. I actually live in the city of Ontario.
Oh, okay. Renee, yes, Ontario. Damn it, Cat D. Awesome idea. Night flea markets, Florida. Yeah, I mean, because Jules, 98 degrees here, and your sun is like, go away.
Yeah, I know.
My dream would be to blow up on YouTube's open my own antique flea market. I would love that. And another thing that I think is a great business model, because I'm always thinking like that. Mm-hmm. Storage units. Yep. Not to rent one, to open up a storage unit.
Yeah.
Because, man, the people don't pay 2 months, they're out. See you later. No eviction notice, no nothing.
Yep.
You're out. You didn't pay. And then I'm going to sell your stuff and make whatever money I can.
Yeah, that's the way they recoup their money for the non-payment that you did not pay for your locker.
Yep. And I'm sure antique malls are the same way. They rent you a 10 by 10, a 10 by 20 space. Mm-hmm. You don't pay. See you later. We're going to keep all your stuff and sell it.
Yep.
So there's some good business models out there if you got the bucks. So what other platforms do you sell on, Louis? I know you do your sales.
Yeah, I do the YouTube auctions. I sell on Mercari. I sell on eBay. On OfferUp, I do a lot of traffic on OfferUp with the bigger items that it's going to cost you an arm and a leg to ship.
Yeah.
I push a lot of the big items on OfferUp, and I've actually been using Nextdoor too. I don't know if you heard of that app.
Yeah, I have. I started it in my community, because my community here in February will be 9 years old. I started it in the last place that I lived.
Yeah.
19 years ago. Mm-hmm. And when I moved here, I was the first person to buy in here. and I started it here. And I
Nice.
just listed those 2 big items. I have a gaming machine, a Japanese like slot machine.
Yeah.
I have one of those that's 150 pounds, so I'm not going to ship that. And then I have this brand new microwave that's also in a huge box.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, besides that, that's where I get rid of all my big stuff like tables and chairs. I've sold stoves, refrigerators, you name it. I've sold it. You know. The
And now,
swamp
where are you
cooler.
getting that stuff? Do you buy storage units?
No. The thing is that I have a lot of people that I've bought from throughout the years.
Yep.
So that's one thing I always tell people: don't be afraid to let people know what you do, because that person will recommend you to another person, and then that person recommends you to another person. And it just keeps going. It's like a little pattern. It just keeps going. And every time, people call me and say, hey, I got some stuff that I'm trying to get rid of. When do you have time to stop by to see what I got? And that's how, I ask them how much you want for it. No, just take it. We want it out of here.
Nice.
So yeah, I usually pack up my truck and I get my brother-in-law to give me a hand, and we'll go clean out everything out of their garages or the store, even from storages.
Nice. Actually, I took my wife's car to have the oil changed and some work done on it. And the lady, the mother of the mechanic, says, I understand you sell stuff. And I saw your card on the wall. I says, yeah, your son said he bought a lot of stuff and he was having a problem selling it. She says, my mom passed away and I got all these snow babies I know nothing about.
Yeah.
I said, I'll either sell them for you and take 30%, or I'll give you a price for a buyout. Just gotta take some pictures. I said, because I know nothing about snow babies.
No, definitely. Yeah, I mean, that's one thing. Like I said, I've been doing this reselling since I was a kid. My dad used to sell at the flea markets when I was a kid. He worked he was a trash man during the week. He would pick up different while he was out, working for the city. They will find a bunch of stuff that people didn't want it. So he will fix refrigerators and washers and dryers. He will accumulate a bunch of stuff. So on the weekend, we were at the swap meet selling. So that's where I got all the reselling from him. And I'm still doing it now to this day. Right now, my dad's 65 years old. He's still working and he's still, doing the reselling.
Well, now how old are you?
I'm 44. I'm 44.
Well, my son, I'm going to be 64 in April. My son just turned 40. That's why I went home last week to celebrate his birthday.
That's awesome.
But yeah, my son, he was buying playing cards, poker playing cards from Kickstarter. They would do limited sets, specials. Like he bought me a set of Beatles card packs in a box and stuff. And there was one, I think he said he spent $1,500 on or whatever. But now he says, I just want to move them. I bought like 2-3 of everything. So the day before I left, I said, let's list them. I'll show you what to do. And called me 2 days later. So he sold a couple. I says, great. I said, and I told him today, I says, it's been a week almost. Did anything else sell? And he says, no. I says, okay, now it's time to reduce it $1 or $2.
Yep.
So he's back into it again. That's cool, awesome. Ma. Yeah, who's that guy that goes around? He used to have a lot of videos. He went trash hunting every week, and then he goes to the flea market and sells the stuff.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. He has a van, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Or he goes and unloads the metal taco stacks. That's it.
There you go.
Haven't seen his videos in a long time.
Yeah, he has great content too.
But yeah, that's the best thing. Like John says, free inventory.
Yeah, I mean, and we talking about free inventory. Me and my friend, you'll dig this. We actually got to clean out a thrift store a couple months ago in the beginning of the year. So that was a awesome experience that we got to actually go in there and get all this stuff, clean it out pretty much, because the owner had evicted the people that had the thrift store for, I guess they didn't pay the mortgage or rent for a couple of months, and he was trying to work with them. So by the time he went that day to collect them, they took all the valuable stuff and they were gone.
Wow.
So he didn't want to deal with it. He just said, and he's actually friends with my brother, and my brother's the one that told me, "Hey, can you come down today to clean out a thrift store?" And I told him, "What, a thrift store?" And he goes, "Yeah." So I called my buddy, and he met me there, and it took us about 2 days to clean out that
Very cool.
thrift store. So
Now, I'm not sure where you are, but are you close to LA?
yeah, I'm about 35 minutes, depending on the traffic from LA. I'm not too far.
So do you go to I think it's monthly, the Rose Bowl
Yeah.
flea market?
I've actually done videos. I have videos on my YouTube channel of going to the Rose Bowl on the
That place, man. We went one year. We went to Comic-Con.
Yeah.
And then after Comic-Con, we spent a week in Hollywood, Anaheim. You know, we did the whole thing.
Yep.
And we went to the flea market at the Rose Bowl. And man, it's like we were all kicking ourselves because what do we say to each other? How are we going to get this all back to Massachusetts?
Yeah, they have a lot of great stuff, you know.
Oh my God, it's so cool. This stuff, and it's stuff that we don't see at the time. We didn't see in Massachusetts.
Yep.
And my son ended up getting. They're about 2 feet wide by maybe a foot tall glass. The tops of casino machines.
Yeah.
Great for light boxes or whatever. And he bought probably 4 or 5 of them. Put them in his luggage. And he got them home unbroken. That's very true, John. But the stuff that we were looking at was like, man.
You were thinking like, how are we going to get this home?
Yeah.
You know? Nah, but yeah, it's a great experience at the flea market. I actually met up with a lot of resellers at the flea market, like Derek Fundamentals, Side Hustling, Miss Taffy, Zygon Tiger, a couple of other resellers. We met up and we were there the whole day. One day we went yard selling. We went to yard sales, and then after on Sunday we went to the Rose Bowl. So
nice. Yeah, I talked to Victoria up here, and I said, let's schedule a meetup and go to the Daytona flea market.
yeah,
Because every time I drive home and drive back, I look at it and it looks awesome.
yeah,
So we're going to do it the first Saturday in September, which unfortunately I think is Labor Day weekend.
yeah. I think it is.
But we'll go to Buc-ee's too, which is in Daytona. But it would be a good chance to I finally meet her in person and stuff too. But what about, there used to be a place or a whole area in LA with all the Japanese toy stores.
Yeah, but the toy that's in downtown at the toy. They call it the toy district.
They're still there?
Yeah, it's still there.
Oh,
It's still there. It's still crowded with a lot of stuff there. And I mean, everything's in sections: the toy section, and they have the clothes section. They have, the jewelry and pretty much anything you want to buy. It's there in that within those 8-block radius. So
nice. Nice.
yeah, I've
But
been
see,
down
that's
there.
the thing. Unless I drove there, it's like
Yeah.
shipping would be so expensive to buy stuff and then ship it home.
Yeah, I mean, if you're planning to buy wholesale or you're going to buy a big quantity, then you will have to actually come with a truck or a van just for you to be able to haul this stuff back. Because, I mean, like you say, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg to ship everything back.
Yep. Now, are there wholesalers there in the toy district?
Yeah, there's a few wholesalers, and most of them will work with you as long as you have your wholesale license. They'll work with you. They're legitimate. Everything's legit, and they don't sell the like the knockoff toys. They sell the legitimate toys and the Funko Pops too. So
Yeah. I hate Funko Pops. Not for nothing. I just hate Funko Pops.
yeah,
I have to buy them by the case, of course, like everybody. Well, maybe not like everybody. A lot of people just go to Walmart or Fry and buy the exclusives, But when they're solicited, we got to buy them by the case, and then you sell 1 or 2, and then you're left with the rest.
yep.
Clay Can. Hi, Clay. Thanks for coming into the channel.
Hey, Clay, how you doing,
Hey,
buddy?
Louis. I need to come out west and see friends in LA, meet up with you, hit the Rose Bowl. One of my best life experience was Super Bowl 27 there, seeing Cowboys. Oh, wow.
Nice. Yeah,
One
definitely.
of my best experiences from Rose Bowl was watching the Beatles concert there from the 60s.
It's been a lot of great concerts at that place. So
Yeah. I hated Funko as well, but now I love them. You love making money. That's the thing. Yes, I do, John.
oh
Yep.
yeah, their
And
shipping's ridiculous, man.
huh?
EE.
Yeah, Entertainment Earth.
Yeah, their shipping sometimes it's like, man, seriously?
Yep. Yep.
It makes you question. It's like, man, do I even want to purchase this, or
Right. I had another distributor here in Florida and they started going nuts. I
Yeah,
told him, I said, listen, I bought 4 McFarlane pieces. Now, granted, they were the big pieces, but $32 FedEx shipping.
yep,
I said I would have been better off going to Walmart and buying them retail.
exactly.
So they did that twice, and I said, I'm done.
Oh yeah,
But the thing is, if you want to buy Hasbro Direct or Mattel Direct, it's a $5,000 minimum order.
yeah, yep.
It's ridiculous.
It is. I actually go to the actual Mattel that they have out here. They have 2 of them. They have one in San Bernardino that they just started doing it again.
Is that with the retail store downstairs?
Yeah, they have like a retail store.
Yeah, we've been there.
And then they actually sometimes like around October, November, they have these big tent sales where they just clearance all their old stuff just to push it out, and you can get some good deals. They do it at both locations in San Bernardino and El Segundo.
Nice. That's like the Hasbro's place in Rhode Island.
Yep.
They have their yearly thing, and then they bring out an exclusive that's only available there. Also in the 2Ks, I traveled all the time to the Orient and Japan. Yeah, I would love to go to Japan. Japan has the best toys.
Yeah, they have some awesome toys down there.
You're not lying there, John.
It is.
Well, I guess we all buy from Entertainment Earth, right? Well, the Beatles, they would be great. Love the Hollywood Bowls. Yeah. It makes them as expensive as Walmart. Yes, that's right.
Yep. Sometimes if you're lucky enough, you could get them at Walmart or at Target. Sometimes when they have them on clearance, or sometimes they misprice them, and sometimes you can get good deals on them.
Yep. I have seen thrift shops in Japan.
Nice.
There's a gentleman that came out with a few videos on visiting thrift shops in Japan. Plus, the other thing that I've been doing is, I haven't done it much, because we used to have a friend that worked at Disney, and they would go in the D23 store and buy all the clearance stuff.
Yep.
But Disney has outlets here in Orlando. So I picked up some lounge flies on Friday. They have Dooney and Burks and stuff like that. But still, the Dooney and Burks are $169, regular $3 something.
Yeah.
Just to stock 5 or 6 of them is a lot of money.
Yeah, it is. For sure. Yeah, but I mean, touching back to what we were talking about earlier about Facebook, what they're doing, and possible YouTube eventually will catch on. A lot of people have asked me that before. What are you going to do the day when YouTube says you can't do no more live auctions? I was like, well, they say we can't do no more live auctions. I'm a reseller. So what do? I'm going to adapt. I'm going to figure out another way to supplement that income in a different way. So, I always tell people, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Always be prepared to diversify and, find another way to make that income in a different way.
Exactly. That's true, John. You want to start it, I'll join. That's definitely true.
Yeah.
When I had my comic store back in the mid and late 80s, we had a buyers group. There was 10 to 20 of us at one time, the most 20 of us, because the more you purchased from like Capital, and when Capital was around and that type of stuff, you got a better deal. Or to get a better deal on comics, instead of 40% off, to get 50 or 55% off, you had to order hundreds of titles and stuff. So we formed what we call a buyers group. And then everybody would get the deal and divvy it out amongst each other.
Yep.
That is the best way to go.
Yeah, definitely. You always just got to get out there and try to figure out different ways to get inventory. So,
Yep. How do I get that on there again? Whoops.
yeah,
hold
go ahead
on.
and show them that again so you
There
can
you
take a
go.
look at what
Play.
we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, Facebook live shopping. They're still gonna. You can still go on and do live videos, live shorts and reels, but you can't sell anymore. So, to me, it came as a surprise. Because I knew that YouTube's been talking about it for 2 years at least, but never had an inkling that Facebook was thinking about it. So it's interesting. It is interesting. But it's like Lewis said, we just roll with the punches. That's what an entrepreneur does: is you move on, you adapt.
Yep.
All it's going to do is force everybody to go, hello.
Hey, say hi to Paul.
Hello,
Say hi, Paul.
How you doing?
Paul. Good.
How are you? Who's on the shirt?
Show them the shirt.
Mamas.
Who is it? Is that Minecraft?
Yeah, no, it's Fortnite.
Fortnite. Ah,
Yeah.
cool. Very cool. All that's going to end up doing, they stop it on Facebook, they stop it on YouTube.
Mhm.
People are going to do Mercari, they're going to do eBay, they're going to do whatever they have to do. They're going to do whatnot. They're just going to keep rolling.
No, yeah, for sure. I mean, just keep going, keep listing. Like, I know Paul's been on a listing binge, listing a
Oh my
lot,
God.
but I mean, it's like I always tell people, a lot of people think, well, you're your own boss, so you could work anytime you want. I'm like, yeah, but the reselling thing is not a 9 to 5 where it just ends at 5 o'clock for us. For us, it's all the time. It could be at
24/7.
Yeah, all the time, and they don't stop.
Nope. 24/7.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, I've been going on a rampage. Just it's kind of like my wife took the gloves off. She says, "Get rid of it all." So I said, "Okay."
Yeah. All right. Yep.
All right, you said it.
Yeah, that's what we do. As inventory's coming in, we try to push it out, get that out, and then keep that cycle going. Get some more inventory in, but not just sit on it. Just keep going and keep getting this out.
Right. Exactly. We can do what we have to do to survive.
No, definitely. That's how it is, and that's how we continue to do. That's what everyone always tells me. How do you have so much time to do everything? I'm like, you just got to do it. I separate my time with my family from what I do, but I make sure I give my family their time as well. Just like with my son, I was playing with him earlier. I worked a little bit, and I was listening to you and Jerry, and I finished doing what I was doing, so I jumped on with you guys now. So,
Yep. Yeah, very true, Lucky. I mean, well, the other thing, Lucky Charm Wendy, I don't know if you were in when I said it, and it's just a speculation on my part, but eBay's earning reports came out yesterday, and they said they did better than expected. I forget how much they grew or whatever, the sales and stuff. And then today, you get Facebook doing this.
Yep.
Makes you wonder if eBay came out and said, "Oh, we didn't do as well as expected. The economy's killing us." Would Facebook come out with this? It's kind of, or would Facebook say, "Let's wait another 6 months to see what happens"?
Yep.
But eBay, it's all about the buck. Facebook, YouTube, they're not making any money on anybody doing sales.
Yep.
So it's all about the dollar.
Yeah, because it is. It's going to be that day where they're going to come and they're going to do this, and you're going to turn and say, "Hey, Luis, how you doing? Good. All right. Well, this is how much we need from you now every time you do an auction."
Yep. Hey, Nets Vlog, how are you?
Hey, Nets Blog, how you doing?
Yeah, so it's hey, everything's changing. Everything's changing.
Yep.
And we just have to roll with the punches.
Yeah, we do. We just have to adapt. That's why I always tell people, you just got to adapt to whatever change is happening, and then just going to keep doing it. You just got to adapt and just keep moving forward.
That's true, Jules. They make money on the ads. They don't make money if you sell a piece of jewelry for $10. They don't make 10% on that.
Yep.
They don't collect and pay the sales tax on that. So I will check this out. But yeah, so, yes, true, they make money on the ads. Every time somebody gives us a super chat or a super sticker,
Or a super sticker,
they get 30% right off the top. What? That's so stupid. Everyone should look into donating plasma. I make $60 to $100 for a couple hours of sitting. Are you serious? I need all the blood I can get.
I know, right?
I wonder how much money is done via auctions on Facebook. I don't know, John, but I have to admit in the last year, I think they've quadrupled the amount of auctions on Facebook.
Wow.
I mean, I know people that do it. They stay away from YouTube. YouTube, this is what they do to YouTube. Oh, no, get me away from that. But they'll do Facebook. That's what places here in Dallas pay. Oh, wow.
Yeah, someone obviously on Facebook, someone was paying attention, and they started paying attention to what was really going on and figured, hey, they're making so much money, and maybe we should do something so either we get our cut or we just don't let them do it no more.
$10 Amazon. Yeah, I see the big red bus is usually here in front of Walmart or Publix, which is our Stop and Shop thing. And they only tell you, we'll give you a movie ticket or whatever. I never saw money offered or whatever.
Yeah. That's so weird. If that, or they'll give you a coffee mug or a t-shirt.
You can list while you're donating. That's interesting.
Yep.
Imagine going live and then they take in too much and you start to pass out.
I know, you just start passing out. That would be so funny.
Oh my God. I joke with my wife all the time because she can't stand the sight of needles.
Oh,
just looking at a needle, it's like
she doesn't like it. Yeah.
No, I tell her all the time, you want to go donate some blood? Nope, leave me alone. When I Ping G, you must know her. She's in Anaheim. When I was in college, it didn't weigh enough for me to give blood. Now I'm way over that. I have a blood test often, so I don't think I could sit for a couple hours. Oh, wow.
Okay. He's playing the regular Super Mario, John.
And I'm about to fight. I also find the little kite to fly the net.
Okay.
Oh, wow. I've had acupuncture a few times.
And I died.
Donating plasma is different. Oh, really?
Than donating blood, yeah.
I thought plasma is after they spin the blood down. That's what, not only your stem cells, but I thought that was the plasma on the top. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not a fan of needles myself. I don't pass out when I see one, but wow, that's interesting though.
Yep, definitely.
That's another stream of income.
Yeah, it is. It sure is. Something to keep in mind.
Damn. All right, I am going to call it here.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you very much for coming in, Louis. Great talking to you.
No, anytime, man. I know you emailed me. I did see your email, and I was going to respond to your email when I got the notification that you were on, and I saw your headlines. I was like, oh, man, I better turn it on, see what Paul has to say. Because usually when you talk about something a couple months back and it's happening, I know something's going on. So
yeah. Let's go to the blood bank. Now there's a new stream of income, John.
I know, right?
Wow. Well, yeah. Once again, Louis, thank you very much for coming in.
No, anytime.
The plan's not blood. It's the plans, not the blood. Thank you, everybody, for coming in and spending some time with us. And like I said, this thing is just, hey, we got to just roll with this. The live shopping on Facebook is going away. The live sales on Facebook is going away. Is YouTube going to follow soon? Who knows? Who knows? I wouldn't doubt it, though. But thank you, everybody, for coming in, spending a little time. Definitely thank you for your support. Don't forget, Maddie always says hello.
Yep.
And I'll be on Monday morning. We'll do our coffee chat again. And then don't forget, List Perfectly is going to be on with me Thursday morning, going through List Perfectly. A lot of people were interested in it that don't use it yet. I don't use it yet. So we're going to talk to them, see what they have. And that's it. Anything for you, Luz? You have anything coming up?
No, just do my regular auctions on Tuesday nights. And like I said, I'm still throwing out videos and shorts. I'm doing a little bit of everything. So I'm pretty sure I'll see you guys in the chats and other lives for sure. But yeah, guys, make sure you guys don't forget to hit the thumbs up for Paul. And make sure you guys are back here on Thursday when he has who's going to be a rep from List Perfect that's coming on?
Yep. One of the originators, I guess, of the program.
Nice.
Clara, I think it is.
Nice.
It'll be Thursday morning. I'm on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yes, if you are not familiar with everybody, definitely add them to your list of places to visit, channels to visit, channels to share with. Check their videos out. Like I said, John, Rad Relics. I've watched him since he bought the building. Before that, but since he bought the building, opened up his antique shop, and then he changed.
John has some great videos, some great content, guys. Make sure you guys check out Rad Relics.
So if you have anybody has anything they'd like to share, their channel or whatever, definitely put a link in the chat. And I definitely appreciate everybody for coming in and spending some time with us. Have a great and safe weekend, and stay cool, because it is like Florida. It is hot out here.
Yeah, it is.
All right, Callie, take care.
You too, Paul. We'll talk soon, brother.
All right, bye, everybody.
All right, have a good night, everyone.